anyone should take one single view of the economy. And the reason I say that is every sector
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you to this highly anticipated evening designed to honor the 100 best companies to work for in India. We sincerely hope that you and your loved ones are safe and well at home. Thank you for taking time out to join us for this awards evening. I am Srinoy and I will be your host for this evening. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to talk about what makes this evening so special. India's Best Companies to Work For is a celebration of the best workplace cultures in the country. Every year, Great Place to Work and the Economic Times come together to recognize and applaud the 100 best organizations that have created and sustained high-trust, high-performance cultures. Often referred to as the Oscars of workplace cultures, India's Best Companies to Work For is acknowledged as the gold standard and the most definitive recognition that organizations aspire for in the space of workplace culture. As you know, though this was the 14th year of the study, this year was like no other year, and we all went through challenges that we had not faced earlier. True leadership gets tested in the times of crisis, and we were overwhelmed to see how corporate India braved this crisis. Over 850 companies applied for the assessment, reiterating their commitment of providing a great workplace culture to their employees. Only the 100 best make it to this awards evening, and they stand out in consistently sustaining a high-trust, high-performance culture. We're here today to honor and celebrate the achievements of these 100 best workplaces in the country and salute your leadership in leading the charter of making India a great place to work for all. I request you to settle down, grab your cup of coffee, and get ready as we proceed with the most anticipated awards function in the corporate world, India's Best Companies to Work For 2021. In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity. These famous words by Albert Einstein could not be truer in today's context. Great Place to Work Institute India began its journey in 2003 with a mission to make India a great place to work for all. This year reaffirms reaffirms our belief and strong conviction in our mission. And I'm delighted to share a few key highlights of what our research showed us this year. After 19 years, the research findings indicate that the mission is not an unattainable dream anymore. The Great Place to Work survey, the Trust Index, is a robust survey instrument backed by over 3 decades of research. The survey eventually gives us what is called the Trust Index Grand Mean, which is an indicator of employee engagement across participating organizations. Today, the Trust Index Grand Mean for all organizations that participated over the last year in the assessment has reached 82%. This is a 6.5% increase just from last year. This is the highest year-on-year increase in the history of our assessments, a true testament to India Inc.'s grit in these testing times. Now, what is it that went well? To understand this, we will first have to take a step back and look at our research from last year, where we highlighted the criticality of fairness as a trust builder and emphasized the need to invest in credibility, care, and career development. This year, our study findings clearly shows India Inc.'s intention to act positively in these areas. Employee perception across all these areas of experience has grown significantly. This sets the foundation for the 3-pronged response to the pandemic. Firstly, corporate India has shown spirit, ingenuity, and grit during the largest humanitarian crisis of modern times. We all know that agility and adaptability are essential to maneuver through such change. It takes a great deal of flexibility, openness, and willingness to be able to respond to such unpredictable situations. On an average, 85% of employees believe that organizations in India have shown the ability to be flexible and adaptable during this change. This is even more pronounced among the best workplaces, where this number stands at 91%. Apart from being agile, having clear and consistent communication is vital to successfully navigating through change. It provides clarity and direction in uncertain and ambiguous times. Management of participating organizations have communicated well and kept their teams up to date. They've also delivered on their promises. This has heightened a sense of trust among their employees. This is evident by looking at the increased positive perception around communication and management reliability. Finally, management teams have gone out of their way to provide support and care for their employees. On an average, 81% of employees believe that their management has fostered a caring environment. Their perception has improved by 5% since 2020. Most, if not all, organizations have revamped their benefit programs to take care of special needs of their people during this crisis. Through the course of this evening, we'll be sharing more research highlights, so do stay tuned. Even though we're unable to see each one of you, we would still love to be a part of your celebrations. As we announce the awards, feel free to use the photo booth to click your selfies and upload them on social media, tagging Great Place to Work India. For those of you watching this on YouTube, you can take screenshots when your company is announced and share a few lines on why you think your organization is one of the best workplaces. Don't forget to tag us so we don't miss out on all the fun. We've had the good fortune of working and interacting with many of you over the last few years, including the year gone by. It's been an enriching experience learning from you and your teams. So we've designed a quick trivia for you to be able to check on your Great Place to Work knowledge. We'll have multiple trivia sessions during the evening with exciting prizes to be won, so do keep participating. There will be a total of 5 multi-choice questions that I will ask you, and you have to type the correct answer in the Ask a Question box that you see on the right-hand side of your screen. The first 3 right answers for every question will win exciting prizes from Great Place to Work. You will have 30 seconds to answer the question. The answers will come only to me, so no one else will be able to see your answer. Are you ready? Okay then, here we go. The first question should be on your screen right now. How many employee voices were represented in the Great Place to Work India 2020-2021 Best Companies Study? Option 1, more than 24 lakh. Option 2, more than 17 lakh. Option 3, more than 25 lakhs. And option 4, more than 9 lakhs. 5 more seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you for your participation. The correct answer is that Great Place to Work India 2020-2021 Best Companies Study captured more than 24 lakh employee voices. We will be announcing all the winners of our trivia at the end of this evening. Please do take a moment to share your feedback with us for this evening. You'll be able to see the feedback tab when you minimize this stream. Our long-term media partner, Economic Times, has played an instrumental role in making this evening happen. I would now like to invite Partha Sinha, President, BCCL, to share a few words.
On behalf of the entire Economic Times family, let me welcome you to the 14th edition of Great Places to Work. This is possibly the largest study of this nature in the country, and of course it is the most definitive study. More than 850 organizations participated in this study, and out of which only 100 made it to this list, which means anybody who's in the list deserves a big round of applause. We all know how the workplace was the whole of last year. We had seen something which I don't think any of us in any generation would have witnessed. And companies which could navigate through that kind of a difficult time and make it worthwhile for their employees and for the corporate world in general deserves a lot of credit. If you ask me, this year's study and this year's winners would be far more significant because, as they say, that anybody who shines during difficult time would possibly be shining during ordinary time as well. So once again, I want to congratulate all the 100 winners, and I would expect them to keep on doing this good work for the employees and for the corporate world in general. On behalf of Economic Times, I want to not only congratulate the winners, but I also want to thank sincerely the people who are behind this study, because it is very important for us to understand the corporate entity as an integral part of the society. If the corporate entity isn't doing its job for the people in the society, then I think there is something wrong with the interaction between the corporate and society in general. So during this difficult time, the companies which have taken care of their people, the companies which could manage to keep their people motivated, they are possibly the best corporate citizens. Once again, I want to congratulate everybody, and let me do one thing. Let me not only congratulate the winners, but also give a sincere appreciation and a heartfelt thanks on behalf of every single corporate employee in this country. You guys deserve all the accolades. You guys deserve all the credit, and please keep on doing the good work that we are doing. I wish all of you all the very best. Thank you very much.
I'm sure all of you are excited and want to know which organizations made it to the 100 best in 2021. So without any further ado, let's begin with our first set of awards for the evening.
At rank 100, we have Indegene Private Limited. Congratulations! As a healthcare-focused company, Indegene has been taking care of their employees' well-being by appointing a team of volunteers for medical assistance. At rank 99, we have NVIDIA Graphics Private Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. NVIDIA took an inclusive approach by extending bonus beyond their full-time employees to their interns, contractors, and vast support staff. At rank 98, we have K. Raheja Corp. Congratulations! K. Raheja has a COVID war room where a dedicated team of employees volunteered to assist colleagues in sourcing medicine, hospital beds, and other emergency aid. At rank 97, we have Dream Sports. Congratulations to their entire team. Dream Sports holds regular internal initiatives to de-stress, such as 90 minutes of compulsory lunch break and no meeting Thursdays. Our next winner at rank 96 is Morningstar India Private Limited. Congratulations! Morningstar has introduced family care and self-care fully paid leaves for their employees dealing with COVID-related problems. Our next winner at rank 95 is Myntra Designs Private Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. Myntra has covered vaccination costs and launched an in-premises vaccination drive for its entire task force plus 5 dependents in various parts of the country. At rank 94, we have India First Life Insurance Company Limited. Congratulations! India First has launched an employee support handbook designed on the 4S framework: support, stability, security, and safety. The next award at rank 93 goes to G4S Facility Services India Private Limited. G4S Facility has a Career helpline, a free 24/7 service where employees can call and consult a doctor in case of COVID symptoms. Our next winner at rank 92 is Connect Business Solutions Limited. Congratulations! Connect mobilized more than 60% of their employees and enabled them to work from home in a matter of just 2 weeks. Our next winner at rank 91 is Vartana Finance Private Limited. Congratulations! Vartana has launched a We Care program and created a fund with donations from volunteers to support employees who need financial assistance. At rank 90, we have Hero FinCorp Limited. Congratulations to their entire team. Hero FinCorp formed a cross-functional team called Restart to help their employees feel psychologically, physically, and operationally safe. Our next winner at rank 89 is NatWest India. Congratulations! NatWest's leadership have been living the bank's purpose and demonstrating its core relationship techniques of trust, positive expectations, care, communication, and empathy, along with a focus on motivation and wellness. The next award at rank 88 goes to CESC Limited. Congratulations to the team. To take care of their employees, CESC has formed a dedicated medical department and conducts online sessions on yoga, meditation, and mindfulness on a regular basis. at rank 87 is Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Congratulations! To upskill their employees, Indian Oil holds monthly quizzes titled Deal. Drop everything and learn, with objective questions based on modules in Swadhyaya, their e-learning framework. Our next winner at rank 86 is ESDS Software Solution Private Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. Despite the pandemic, ESDS ensured that the wheel of learning continued to move forward. ESDSians were motivated to enhance their skills and knowledge amidst the lockdown through bite-sized and micro-learning tools. Up next, at rank 85, we have Forbes Marshall Private Limited. Congratulations to the entire team. At Forbes Marshall, 2,400 Forbes Marshall members and their families and 700 members from the surrounding community have been successfully vaccinated at zero cost. The next award at rank 84 goes to Aristocrat Technologies India Private Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. At Aristocrat, a 7-member COVID Help Desk task force was set up overnight to support employees and their families by arranging hospital beds, organizing ambulances, and delivering medicines. Our next winner at rank 83 is Tata Steel India Limited. Congratulations! For all frontline employees who met with an unfortunate death due to COVID-19, Tata Steel bears all the expenses of their children's education till graduation. Our next winner at rank 82 is Shree Cement Limited. Congratulations to their entire team. At Shree Cement, a health coach did virtual yoga and workout classes during the lockdown. In fact, the guest house team supplied immunity-boosting drinks made of a concoction of Ayurvedic herbs. At rank 81, we have Brigade Enterprises Limited. Congratulations! Brigade distributed free ration kits to the labourers to help them manage their day-to-day lives and even created isolation wards for COVID-positive staff to recuperate in. Up next, at rank 80, we have Apollo Tyres Limited. Congratulations to their team. Apollo organized COVID awareness sessions where eminent doctors were invited to talk about COVID safety and management, vaccine, and address queries of employees and their family members. The next award at rank 79 goes to Gemco Limited. Congratulations! Gemco arranged for vaccination of employees and family members and reimbursed vaccination expenses. They even had rewards for 100% vaccinated business units. Our next awardee at rank 78 is 247.ai. Congratulations to the team. At 247.ai, HR and leaders made daily care calls to all COVID-positive employees and their families to check on their well-being or for any assistance required. At rank 77 is S&P Global. Congratulations to the entire team. S&P Global implemented a COVID-19 rapid response task force that operates 24/7, responding to queries and providing support to colleagues and family members. Our next winner at rank 76 is Here Technologies. Congratulations! Here set up a COVID-19 cross-functional buddy response team of 25 employee volunteers and chatbot services to support employees and address their queries in real time.
Please give it up for all our winners. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Before we move on to the next set of awards, we would like to invite Mr. Ketan Patel, Managing Director, India Market at HP, to have a conversation with Mr. Prasenjit Bhattacharya, CEO, Great Place to Work India, on the elements that helped HP become agile during the crisis. Mr. Patel is the Managing Director of HP's India market, comprising of India, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. During his 15 years with HP Inc., he has held several leadership positions across category, sales, and marketing. In these roles, he has led profitable growth for HP. Prior to joining HP Inc., he has worked with Wipro Infotech and TVS Electronics in India, driving their printing business. He has over 25 years of experience in the industry with a proven and consistent track record of growing and transforming businesses. He holds an electronics engineering degree from the University of Pune, a special management program from IIM Kolkata, and a graduate diploma in international business from Helsinki School of Economics. Thank you for your time, Mr. Patel. I request you all to join me in welcoming Mr. Ketan Patel and Mr. Prasenjit Bhattacharya.
Hello there, welcome, and we are very lucky we have with us Ketan Patel. Ketan is the Managing Director for India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka for HP, and that's a global business and it's one of the best workplaces globally. Ketan, welcome.
Thank you, Prasenjit. Very, very happy to be here today.
Help us understand what was the impact on your business? Because on one hand, demand may have increased, but the supply chain, the logistics, making sure that it is available, all of that would have been probably a big challenge. What was the, what was the impact on the business, and how did you go about, dealing with it?
Yeah, so it was a massive change, I would say, when especially pandemic threw our businesses like ours into a tailspin, I would say. And the change and the speed of digitization across our customer segments transformed at a pace which generally happens in a 5 years time, happened in merely 5 months. So pretty much we had to ensure that how are we able to cope with this fundamental change which is happening in the environment on which we operate. And the good thing is that within HP, the adoption of agile mindset, I would say, to me, agile is a mindset than of just a process, right? People look at agile processes, but that mindset at HP was happening even before the pandemic struck across a lot of our divisions, which we've been innovating and taking it to one notch higher. That really helped a lot because there was a mindset which was always there to move with agility and impact, which is very important in times like this. So just to give you some examples, right? Because of the massive demand surge on work from home, learning from home, a lot of customers also had requirements of business continuity plans as they moved from their sites to work from home, and the infrastructure was not there in their IT infrastructure to keep employees productive working from home. So we had to redesign our offerings, our entire supply and sales channels, our models through which we deal with our channel partners to suit the changing needs of customers in a new normal, we would say, and enable us for long-term outcomes. So for example, from a sales, operations, and a planning standpoint, we had to make advanced stock planning because the demand surged to a level of more than 200-250% growth, which nobody would have forecasted. So how do you do that, right? In terms of advanced planning, looking at how the demand is shaping up, accelerating omni-channel, because one of the other challenges, while demand was there, customers were very scared to go to the stores, which was generally a very normal way of buying in a consumer environment. And we had to make sure that our omni-channel activity, we have almost more than 500 HP stores in India. And we have our own HP online store. So we connected both our online store and our offline network, apart from our other large format partners, in order to make it easy and for customers to buy remotely at a click of a button rather than going to the stores and buy. In our printing business, one of the big challenges customers faced was office printing was not happening as people did go to office, but there were needs of printing. So we operated some print kiosks into resident welfare associations where people can just click a print and secure printing can be done at a click of a button at a doorstep of your home. Even on the learning piece, one of the things which we heard from our customers that digital fatigue was coming for students as they learn from home. So we created specially for young children, age 1 to 5, worksheets which could be useful for learning along with the parent rather than just being focused on digital. Those worksheets can be printed on HP printer. You can play and learn, and then made it very interactive between parents and children rather than just having a digital fatigue. And then other areas, SMB, as you know, in our country, a lot of large enterprises were already digitized, but small businesses never digitized themselves. And we had to get our infrastructure up and running with our virtual account management team to address the needs of SMB. And for our channel partners, we also had to redesign the programs because, as you know, our channel partners generally get paid depending on their performance. But we said in pandemic, performance was so unpredictable. So we started paying them on rebates on $1. We started paying them faster on the claims to improve their cash flow. And most important thing was skilling and reskilling our people, our partners, and their employees on digital readiness, because nobody had done digital selling in real sense, apart from few inside sales people around how to do virtual selling, effective collaboration, etc. So that was on sales part. And two more examples I would love to give on this is on customer service. Our products became so essential that service needs became so critical. Customers want their laptop to be repaired now because your work is suffering, your learning is suffering. But nobody wanted to meet each other because you wanted to offer, how do you offer a contactless service? So we created something called a contactless customer service vans, which were introduced in the wave 1 of pandemic. And it where you just hand over the notebook remotely, and the van, the repair work happens, and the engineer hands over the notebook back to the customer. So some of this change management we had to do in order to make things happen. And even in R&D, like our R&D colleagues who operate out of Bangalore, without going to office, the engineers created that how do they be effective? And they created bots that help switch on servers sitting remotely, and they are able to operate the systems. And last but not the least, and this is one of the big innovation we had to make in logistics, is because earlier, imagine, let's say if a large corporation wants to buy laptops or any of our printers, they'll say, hey, why did you deliver 10,000 units into my one premises? Customer said, hey, I don't want this now. You please deliver to 10,000 different homes. Get it ready, made it effective and productive for my employees to run. So we had to completely redesign our logistics ecosystem in order to get this individual based delivery requirement and installation and readiness at customer end. So I wanted to give some examples of what kind of change management we had to go through, which was massive, and that the mindset of Agile really helped us navigate this. And we were very happy that we could really help a lot of customers in the business continuity plans during these times.
So this is fascinating. It's a business which suddenly grew by almost doubled or more than doubled, and
Yes.
You had to really look at not just doubling the business, but changing the way that that business was doubling, whether it was the channel partners or the way you went to housing societies, and along with that, what became very, very relevant was that machines need repairing, and therefore people are no longer willing to allow a technician to come home and sit and with them to repair their machines. So contactless service and using bots and many other innovations that you talked about. So essentially what you were saying is that 5 years of change happened in 5 months flat.
Yes.
And the culture of Agile that you had been talking about and that you have been developing really came in handy. Help us understand a little bit in more concrete terms, what exactly was this culture of being Agile, and what would be some examples of how did people sort of respond to this way of working?
Yes, so agility, as you know, like it's a mindset, and at HP we are practicing growth mindset almost for the last 4-5 years, and this entire change management at a global level helped a lot of people to change their mindset of, first and foremost, accepting the reality. Because sometimes what happens is that a lot of people try to justify things in their own way, because in corporate, you will have various different functions operating in their own way. But the biggest change a growth mindset brings in is about really challenging the status quo and then finding new innovative ways in your respective functions rather than hoping other function will do better. Because in a corporation of our size, you need 15 departments or 15 functions to be cohesively working together, because just one function, for example, in the examples what I gave you, if sales only works in an agility way and logistics and supply chain would not support, that it will not go together. So this entire mindset of collaborative thinking and bringing everybody together, to me, was the biggest change agent in terms of how different leaders came together and played a significant part in terms of driving change and also putting milestone-based effective outcomes. Because in a short span of 5 months, as I said, every day was becoming very critical. So it was very important that what we are able to achieve and what we are not able to achieve also, because there will be few things which we thought we could not achieve, but let's accept it that, okay, we will not be able to achieve this and move forward with what we can, so that we are able to make those things more effective and meaningful. And last but not the least, agility is not about just showing speed. It's about understanding customer insights. So some of the change management which I spoke about was understanding the needs of customers and understanding what changes are happening at their end, so that we are able to customize our operations and solutions based on the needs of the customer, rather than being agile for the sake of being agile, right? So I think outcome-based, I would say, approach helped us a lot in this entire approach of agility.
And in all of this, the fact that there was a pandemic, that there was a crisis, is probably something that also helped people to collaborate, and the mindset was easier probably than in normal circumstances.
Yeah, yes and no. Yes, because in a virtual world, probably you one way to feel is that collaboration is easy, but in another way, without meeting people, it's so difficult. And especially when the learning was new in the initial few months. After that, people got habituated to get effective outcomes, right, in the collaborative environment. But yes, it was in that sense very, very helpful.
What was most difficult, or what were some of the most difficult things for you as you went about, addressing the pandemic, and then I'm going to come to the second wave, because that unfortunately for many of us was also a shock, not just the first one. So,
sure.
What was the difficult part of this entire, running the business during pandemic?
So as I said, right, our business went into a very different level of growth. And on the other side, one of the biggest priority for us was safety of our employees and their families. So how do you strike a balance of being demanding when the work is so much and the other side, employees have so much of things to deal with, especially when in the wave one it was new, and the wave two, as you know, how devastating it was, or it is right now, even as we speak. So one of the things was, how do we make employee safety paramount? And the good thing, what we believe we did, is that because India was not one of the first countries to get the pandemic, and it started in China and then Southeast Asia, we had our agile mindset here also, that before the country went into the lockdown, all our 7,000 plus employees, we actually initiated proactively making them work from home. Because if we would have taken a step after the lockdown got announced, we would have been into too many troubles in terms of how to manage this entire thing. So that really helped us a lot, or the proactive planning and thinking that India may also get an impact at some stage, learning from some of our other countries as a global company, that helped us a lot. The second area, which was also troubling and tricky for us, is that once the wave one was done, there were requirements of people wanting to go back to office. Yeah, I think one of the one of the top issues was about resuming office after the wave one and between wave one and wave two. And we went behind three-pronged approach. Number one is about evaluating the ask of an employee to go back to office for a specific work, doing risk analysis and getting the highest level of leadership team approvals, if at all we need to make any employee go back to the office. The second one is about preparation, about the readiness of the site, the protocols of re-entry, training, etc. And the third was compliance, about the site audits, updates on the tools, the crisis management team reviews, and so on. Because every time when you make an employee go to the office, you are exposing him or her, and that's what we wanted to be very, very careful about. The other area which was important and which came in very, very important for us in wave two, I would say, is about managing COVID positive employees. We were tracking each and every employee and their family members and monitoring it almost on a regular everyday basis. There are volunteering groups within the company which got created to make sure that everything has been tracked on a daily basis. In case the employee went to office, there were also protocols around contact tracing to make sure that others are proactively informed about isolating themselves and so on and so forth. And most importantly, if the employee gets COVID positive, we made sure that there is additional leave on top of our leave policy, 28 days of COVID paid leave. So we wanted to make sure that employees are at peace if there is a situation like this which arises, in order to make sure that their leaves are taken care of. On top of it, the biggest one which came up very handily is about the COVID support program, which is actually ongoing as we speak, because the wave 2 just struck, and some of the things which I'm talking now just got initiated in the last 60 days. For example, this entire vaccination programs for both employees as well as their declared dependents. And we started this entire both on-site as well as off-site, and we have a partnership with one of the leading hospitals to make this happen. So this drive is helping us a lot, because we also truly believe that we are not safe till every single individual is vaccinated, and we wanted to make sure that that drive happens.
You know, it is interesting that for many organizations, even though all of us dealt with the wave 1, we really did not understand the magnitude of wave 2. And therefore, there were a lot of initiatives which actually happened in wave 2, which were not there in wave 1, because frankly, maybe that was not required, you know. Now that we have understood wave 2, I think a lot of us are in the mindset that what happens in wave 3 or wave 4, or, you know, for a moment forget about the virus. There could be something else that, you know, that comes up to completely change the way we are working in future. So this reality that we are facing an uncertain world where it is not just one office, one territory, one geography that gets impacted, but HP being a multinational overall is going to be protected. We can't take it for granted. So if you were to summarize the lessons that you have learned from this pandemic, wave 1, wave 2, and then you were to project it for future, how is the future going to be different for your organization, and particularly from the perspective of leadership? What would be some of your key learning or takeaways?
So, Prasanjit, as you know, the entire world is talking about the future of work likely to change in the post-pandemic world. Right? If there is a post-pandemic, I would say it's going to be a pandemic world, and it's going to be there for some time. But one fundamental change which we believe will happen with this entire COVID situation is about emergence of hybrid workplaces. One of the things which all of us have realized, that a lot of work can be done virtually with high level of effectiveness. You don't need to be physically present all the time. So I think that one fundamental belief everybody is agreeing to. There's no disagreement there, right? So, and everybody may have a future of work model, but that belief is constant. And what does it drive? It drives few behavior of future of work. Number one, the fundamental belief of working from office is moving from working wherever. And actually we at HP, I would say, were lucky that we had something called Office of the Future, One Life kind of a concept way 5 years back, where we were actually telling a lot of our customers that your lines of your office and line of your homes are blurring, because a lot of us take our work at home, and a lot of us also take a lot of our personal work at times in office, right? So the lines are blurring, and how to prepare ourselves with that. So that helped us a lot in conceptualizing the future of work and working from wherever. And how do we get our product solutions and services, because as we are also one of the suppliers, apart from future of work, which we'll do at HP, we also have to enable future of work to our customers. So for example, some of the conferencing solutions, the collaboration solutions we are putting into our products are in line with that concept of one life. The other thing which we believe future of work will be moving from office buildings to collaboration hubs, because you want people to meet each other for collaboration requirements, not for the need of coming to office on a specific time or a specific geography for a specific work. So how does this entire new collaboration hubs are going to come up is going to be another pillar. The third is about a 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 kind of a work, 5 days a week, to flex hours and flex shifts. The managers have to get very mature about managing employees, because an employee may be working at 10 o'clock in the night and may not be working at 11 in the morning. There could be a situation you have to deal with, and hence productivity and outcomes are going to take over rather than number of working hours. Now, depending on the jobs, things can be different, because there are certain jobs which require specific amount of man hours at specific time zones and so on and so forth. But broadly, this is the concept which is going to really look at. And when we say this, it's coming through some research data where a recent survey said 85% of millennials, and India is a country of millennials, prefer working from home all the time. Actually, we and a lot of companies are now facing one big challenge, is that when you ask people to come back to office, they say, hey, I'm very comfortable working and I'm able to give you outcomes. So how do you deal with that thing is going to be the new challenge which a lot of companies are going to face, and we need to create right level of policy framework in order to get things going. And then hiring of talent will be focused more on time zones, incorporating the flexi hours and days, and that kind of hiring strategies will also change. Now, how does this fundamentally change things for us? Leaders, as I said, will have to be more has to put more emphasis trusting the remote teams instead of managing them. I think that thing will be a completely mindset change for managers and leaders. The second thing is around mental health and well-being will be a key focus, and I'll talk about it later if we get time, about the initiatives which we did around mental health and well-being. And one of the biggest learnings to a question which you asked me earlier, apart from future of work, is that in this environment, one of the big challenge everybody faced is about mental health and well-being of people. And how do you cope up with that as a company, and how do you help your people around that area? I spoke about the flexibility and new routines and stuff like that. So fundamentally, things are going to be changing as the future of work is going to be gig working, I would say, even if you are in a corporate environment or a small business environment and so on and so forth. But mental health and well-being of your employees and burnout risk will be an important component for us to address as we change how the future of work would look like.
And I think at the end of this, what we are hoping to see is a change in mindset, not just for leaders and managers, but for employees from passive to active.
Absolutely.
Where they take charge of their own lives. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest changes in the post-pandemic world. Ketan, thank you so much for your time. This has been so rich and insightful.
It was really nice. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Same here. Take care then.
Thank you, Mr. Patel and Prasenjit, for that insightful conversation and for highlighting the importance of an agile mindset. Please note that you can view the full interaction with Mr. Patel on the awards page on our website, www.greatplacetowork.in. It's now time for our next trivia question. Same rules apply. The second question is, which organization was ranked number 1 in Great Place to Work India's Best Companies to Work for 2020? Your options are number 1, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank Limited. Option 2, Bajaj Finance Limited. Option 3, DHL Express India Private Limited. Option 4, Intuit India. I'm sure many of you would remember this answer. We have about 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you. The correct answer is Intuit India. We will now move ahead to our next set of awards.
The next award at rank 75 goes to Tata Communications Limited. Congratulations to the entire team. To ensure employee well-being, Tata Communications created a dedicated mobile app to provide seamless access to HR processes and regularly conduct pulse surveys. Up next, at rank 74, we have Amway India Enterprises Private Limited. Congratulations! Amway organized Jaan Hai To Jahan Hai COVID-19 awareness sessions, conducted COVID test camps at office and at employees' homes, and reimbursed the cost of the test for all employees. Our next winner at rank 73 is Compass Group. Please join me in congratulating the team. Compass Group digitized real-time tracking of employees and their families, sent care packages, and organized a task force to facilitate quarantine support such as food, medicines, and oxygen concentrators. At rank 72, we have To The New Private Limited. Congratulations! To The New set up a COVID help desk for newers to provide verified leads for oxygen, COVID tests, blood plasma, medicines, ambulance, and hospital beds. The next award at rank 71 goes to Flipkart Internet Private Limited. Congratulations! Flipkart launched a 24/7 helpline, a singular place where employees and families could call in and get support for finding various resources, including beds, oxygen, tests, and medical supplies. Our next winner at rank 70 is Impetus Technologies India Private Limited. Congratulations! Impetus's crisis management team ensured hygienically cooked food to impacted employees' doorstep for the whole family. They prepared over 200 meals every day and over 6,000 to date. Our next winner at rank 69 is Whirlpool of India Limited. Congratulations to the entire team. Whirlpool decided to extend a new insurance Corona Kavach policy in addition to the medical policy, which includes coverage for pre- and post-hospitalization expenses and Ayush treatment expenses. Up next, at rank 68, we have Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. Congratulations! To ensure safety and well-being of their employees during COVID-19, Power Grid developed a dedicated isolation facility equipped with basic amenities and medical equipments in several offices and company townships. At rank 67 is Vuram. Congratulations to the entire team. Vuram set up an upturn fund with initial seed money to support those impacted by COVID. In addition, Vuram will also be donating an entire day's revenue to this fund. Our next winner at rank 66 is Heikel Limited. Congratulations! To support the immediate family of a COVID deceased employee, Heikel will cover education expenses of the children till graduation and offer employment to the spouse or one employable child. Our next winner at rank 65 is Arohan Financial Services Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. Arohan launched Savdhani Satarkata aur Suraksha, a 360-degree initiative to ensure safety for its field employees against the background of the global pandemic. The next award at rank 64 goes to Admiral Solutions. Congratulations! Admiral provides one-off financial support for its staff to meet additional urgent medical expenses incurred but not covered by medical insurance, and other COVID-19 related expenses. Up next, at rank 63, we have Burns and McDonnell Engineering India Private Limited. Congratulations to the team. Burns and McDonnell launched a co-aid initiative which included 5 COVID care paid leaves, financial aid in terms of a COVID care package of 10,000 rupees and 24/7 helpline for free counseling. Our next winner at rank 62 is Jones Lang LaSalle Property Consultants India Private Limited. Congratulations! JLL's Command Center supports employees and their families with information regarding the availability of hospitals, isolation centers, testing labs, ambulances, and vaccination, amongst others. At rank 61, we have Aegis Customer Support Services Private Limited, a StarTech company. Congratulations to the team. Aegis evaluated their well-being strategy to include COVID hospitalization claim benefit, live chat show with doctors and psychologists, mindfulness sessions, and leadership connects with employees. Our next winner at rank 60 is Novak Technology Solutions Private Limited. Congratulations to the team. For its COVID-affected employees, Novak reimbursed hospital expenses incurred over and above group health insurance coverage along with 2 weeks paid leave. Our next winner at rank 59 is UKG, Ultimate Chronos Group. Congratulations to the entire team. UKG set up an employee relief fund over and above the allowance employees were provided for home office setup, and even provided special allowance to all employees for self-care and well-being. The next award at rank 58 goes to Akamai Technologies India Private Limited. Congratulations! During the COVID-19 pandemic, Akamai has provided employees with $600 to help maintain work-life balance and support personal wellness through the Work-Life Reimbursement Program. Up next, at rank 57, we have Signify Innovations India Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. Signify created an online learning path comprising of information on COVID-19, travel advisories, employee handbook, guidelines for returning to work, and an assessment on preparedness to tackle COVID-19. Our next winner at rank 56 is DHL Global Forwarding India, doing business as DHL Logistics Private Limited. Congratulations! As part of their employee assistance program, at no cost to the employees, all DHL Global Forwarding employees were provided with confidential counseling services with 24/7 access. Our next winner at rank 55 is HIL Limited. Congratulations to the team. HIL created central and local response teams to provide 24/7 assistance, COVID prevention kits, and COVID test assistance to employees and families across India. At rank 54, we have Mahindra & Mahindra Financial Services Limited. Congratulations! Under the theme of Arogyam, Health and Wellness Program, M&M Financial Services provided their employees with a COVID teleconsultation and home quarantine care service in collaboration with a wellness provider. Up next, at rank 53, we have G4S Secure Solutions India Private Limited. Congratulations to the team. G4S extended support to its employees through the SOS mobile app, which is available to all G4S employees to share vaccination update, health status, report COVID symptoms, and get test results. The next award at rank 52 goes to Cushman and Wakefield India Private Limited. Congratulations to the team. Cushman launched an internal fundraising campaign named the Real Estate Stronger Together REST Fund, which collected over 10 lakh rupees through generous donations for COVID-affected employees. Our next winner at rank 51 is Siemens Healthineers India. Congratulations! Siemens We Care initiative includes support around vaccination, policy upgrades, establishing a war room, learning and development, and mental well-being of its employees and dependents.
A big round of applause for all our winners who've been recognized from rank 51 to 75. Congratulations to you and your team. A lot of anecdotal evidence and business press indicate burnout risk among employees across the globe. Is there a burnout risk among Indian employees? Our research reveals that on an average, about 29% of employees in India are experiencing workplace burnout. Using a 9-item composite analysis of burnout index, we found that 12 to 17% of employees on average show signs of high to moderate level of burnout, respectively. However, the best organizations seem to have managed this risk better, with only about 19% of employees on average experiencing burnout. Moreover, employees who are experiencing burnout are less likely to feel involved in decision-making, to find management accessible, to feel cared for, motivated to work, and to say that their organization is a great place to work. For our next session, I would like to invite Mr. R.S. Subramanian, Senior Vice President and Managing Director, DHL Express India, to have a conversation with Mr. Prasenjit Bhattacharya on DHL's journey last year and the role their leaders played in inspiring the workforce. Our apologies for the slight technical glitch, but we promise you it's worth the wait. For our next session, I would like to invite Mr. R.S. Subramanian, Senior Vice President and Managing Director, DHL Express India, to have a conversation with Mr. Prasenjit Bhattacharya on DHL's journey last year and the role their leaders played in inspiring the workforce. This conversation will be followed by a special message from Ms. Regine Buechner, Executive Vice President HR Global at DHL Express. With over 30 years of experience in product-led as well as service industry, Mr. Subramanian has extensive knowledge across areas of business strategy, marketing, team development, and customer management. He joined DHL Express India as the head of sales and assumed the role of managing director at DHL Express India in 2010. Prior to DHL, he spent 14 years with Hindustan Unilever Limited in a variety of roles. He's a graduate in industrial engineering and a master's in management from IIM Bangalore. Mr. Subramanian is member of the Management Committee of Express Industry Council of India, EICI, Indo-German Chamber of Commerce, and on the governing body of Logistics Sector Skill Council, LSC, under Ministry of Skill Development and promoted by CII. Thank you for investing your time with us, Mr. Subramanian. I request you all to put your hands together to welcome Mr. Subramanian and Mr. Prasenjit Bhattacharya.
Hello and welcome. We are delighted to have Mr. Subramanian, who is the Managing Director of DHL Express and has been in the hot seat for the last year and a half, ever since the pandemic stuck, and he's been with DHL Express for a very long time. However, we want to know in more detail what has been the experience over the last year and a half. Welcome, Mr. Subramanian. I know you are fondly also called as Subbu. Subbu, you have been a veteran in the industry. You have been also in DHL for a very long time and have gone through multiple changes. And in a scale of 1 to 10, compared to the crisis and any kind of emergency that you would have faced in your industry or in your organization in the past, what would be the score that you will give to COVID-19 and the impact of COVID-19 once you factor in wave 2?
See, I think it will without putting a number, I think it will stay right up there with the most big challenges one would like to face. I will not say that this is the single biggest challenge we face. We've had 1 or 2 challenges, but the dimensions are extremely different. But this one is, I don't want to use the word special. This one is unique. It's a one of a kind. 2-3 items which is specific to it. Yeah, one, it is long drawn. It's not ending. It started 15 months back and it's continuing. We can't say that we've seen the end of it. Hopefully, we are nearing the closure and coming to control with the wave 2 when it ends, and hopefully there'll be no wave 3. We cannot be sure of that, but I think we are reasonably in control compared to where we were 2 months back. One is, therefore, this is a long drawn battle. The second point is it directly concerns, among everything else, the health and safety of our employees, their families, your families, the entire society at large, and therefore it's a larger than life problem if you look at it, because everybody has several mindsets to attach to it. Therefore, your regular business style of decision making needs to raise a few notches to be able to manage a pandemic of this nature. Third, I think, is it started with also you're back to the wall thinking what is going to happen to the business, how is the economy going to respond, how long is this going to be, and therefore what kind of a readiness you need to have. So I think typically what kind of crisis you face fire, famine, flood. Yeah, so there is certain amount of physicality to it and a sort of a boundaries to it in terms of what kind of a damage it can cause, and what kind of a readiness you will have, and how does your contingency plans will respond to it. But this one is really unique. It has been a challenge. Actually, I'm happy that I'm sitting here today talking to you, and I have a more positive outlook to things. Maybe I will not say I had that kind of a thought in February or March last year, but things quickly changed. But it's been a fantastic 15 months. Yeah, roller coaster ride, I should say.
No, thanks, Subbu, for sharing that. The pandemic has impacted different industries in different ways. For some, it has been the challenge of getting people to work from home, and a lot of logistics involved in that. For some, it was actually an opportunity, because if they were in those services where working from home, etc., was required, their services. You are not in an industry where you can just tell all your people, don't worry, don't come to office, to work from home from tomorrow.
Okay.
So transportation, logistics, courier services. Now this actually means that you have to put your people on the war zone, even when the rest of the people were forced to get into a lockdown, sit at home, whether they liked it or not. Your people had to go and to some extent be exposed to the virus day in and day out. And this is really, it's almost like a war. And as a general, do you sit in the trench? Do you sit in the head office? Do you go to the front line? There are so many interesting questions. Tell us about what was the most challenging part of dealing with this pandemic? And as you talk about it, I know that February, March of last year was very challenging because nobody knew what was happening. But the second wave also took a lot of us by surprise.
Yeah.
So talk about both the first and the second wave. Subbu.
Okay, thanks, Preston. It's very well framed. The question, I like the question because it touches upon many aspects for us. The biggest challenge for us when the pandemic, the dimensions of the pandemic started becoming visible in March last year was that, like you said, we are in a business where I can't say 100% we'll work from home. Some functions, yes, but 70% of our workforce need to be in office so that we do our pickup, deliveries, processing, clearances, the aircraft operations, a whole host of things. The people have to be at the workplace. So how do we ensure that the workplace is safe for those who must be at work? How can we make 100% work from home feasible for all non-operation functions? And more importantly, how do you build confidence for both the teams about the business, about their safety, and keep them focused, keep them motivated? I think many dimensions involved here. And I think we are a business, DHL has taken the pride of saying that we will make decisions based on what is good for people, what is good for customers, and then what is good for business. So people first, safety first, customer first is our big focus. And that's how our mind went in terms of thinking.
It's one thing to, the priority is very clear that you put your people first, your customer and your business in that order of priority. However, somebody has to really help the employees deliver to customers and still be safe, or as safe as possible. So your leaders, your managers, and the support that employees required to service customers, all of these three had to come together. So let's start with the leadership team. So what are your observations on what really worked with this leadership team?
There are 2-3 things which went in our favor in March, when in India we started facing the pandemic. Because when we look at DHL Express globally is in 220 countries, and the pandemic already started somewhere, started in China, and by the time we started in India, China had already started opening up. Yeah, so therefore the sense is that even if there is pandemic, it's maybe a few weeks. And so that's point number one. So we were in that sense lucky, because first China closed, then China opened, then Europe went into a dizzy. Till then, everybody else was fine. And then Europe was coming up and US went down. So there was a bit of a sequential movement of pandemic across the world. And in that sense, it gave us some cues on what we need to be prepared for. One thing which we were sort of sure in our head is that even if there is a closure, it is not going to be long. At some point in time, 15, 20 days down the line, things will open, because the machinery needed to support just the COVID pandemic treatment of people, the essential services, also needs logistics. Logistics cannot be shut down permanently. And definitely in the current situation, international logistics cannot be grounded. Yeah, our planes were continuing to fly. The cargo planes were continuing to fly. So therefore, we were sure that it is a matter of a week, 2 or 3 before things will come back. So at a global level, we took a call that no retrenchment, no layoff. We'll keep our team going. Why do we say that? Because we've seen crisis in the past, tsunami or an earthquake or any kind of disruption of this nature, a week or 2 or 3 of subdued business performance. But it has always been seen that immediately after the disruption, the demand is far higher on logistics service providers than before. And we found that invariably after a disruption, the customer needs us more than the less of us. So we needed to be ready for serving the customers as and when things open up. The way the pandemic played out in India, the first lockdown possibly was longer than I would have expected. It was on for 5, 6, 7 weeks. But in the 3rd week, we were already operational. We started skeletal services. We had to take permission to be counted as an essential service. But then we did the groundwork so that the first leadership thought, as you were asking, was for us to say, therefore, keep people safe, have the support systems ready, so that when we needed to meet demand with supply, we should be able to put up commensurate plans. We needed to walk the tightrope walk to some extent, because we only wanted to bring the essential resources to work, because the situation was not in that sense safe. And therefore, we had to do a bit of a dynamic planning to ensure that outlook about demand, how do I service it, and therefore what kind of a manpower and rostering which we need to deploy. And for that, what should be the support system, etc. So we needed to work out the details. The leadership demand was on keeping outlook positive, ensuring that our communication to employees were absolutely crystal clear and it was continuous. And third and most important is that ensure that the awareness levels about the COVID, awareness levels on the protocols to follow, why they needed to follow, not only them, but why their families needed to follow. In a sense, how do you train your employees to manage their bubble? Yeah, so that they and their family and how they come to office and how they go back home are in a controlled environment which they are the master of, and they are given all the tools and kits and understanding and awareness level to manage their bubbles so that they are in good shape. So therefore, I think our management has done a great job of being ready for changing demand patterns as the lockdown opens up, but ensuring that the teams are well informed, well trained, the resources are marshaled, and therefore at no point people coming to work or people working from home do not feel unsupported. They feel well supported, they feel well motivated, they feel well directed, and they have clarity on what we are trying to do. I think that made things easy for us. And I think there is an organizational memory, as they say. Yeah, there's an institutional memory of crisis, how you go through crisis, how it's amazing for me to see how the DHL standard operating procedures never failed us even in our SOPs. We are a company of standard SOPs across the world. If you don't have standard SOPs, I cannot run a network which is talking to each other in 220 countries. And even in current crisis situation, none of the SOPs had to be broken. And that, if you ask me, they were the foundation on which the reliability and consistency we could maintain in our network.
In fact, you are a business which is actually designed for disruption in that sense, because you have to take every contingency into account. And at least in the past, every contingency has happened in some country or the other. It is just that
absolutely.
It may not have happened altogether.
There's a question always asked, how do you build resilience in your organization? Yeah, I normally say that resilience cannot be built in a day. It's like Rome was not built in a day. Resilience cannot be built in a day. You cannot buy resilience overnight in your organizational framework. It has to be built from the foundation, in terms of nature of people you bring, the kind of processes you deploy, how you train your people, skill sets, how do you retain them? And therefore, the understanding of the teams and understanding of the processes and the customer interface and the business interface is so seamless that the organization is able to respond to various cues, either from the external environment or from management in terms of plans. The speed and efficiency is fantastic. Yeah, the resilience comes from the kind of network you run, the kind of people you deploy, the kind of work practices you employ, and what you build over a long period of time.
So employees are dealing with a lot of stress, wellness related issues, anxiety, depression, sometimes panic attacks. And these are things which one had not seen to this extent. And so today, psychological safety has become as important as physical safety, and probably even more in the current context. So how have you seen the impact of COVID on employees? And to what extent do you think there is a serious issue of employee wellness and managing their own lives and their families? And does the organization have a role to play? And if so, how do you play that role?
See, even before the COVID pandemic set in, the stress at work, I won't say stress at work, stress in life in general. For example, if you're a typical employee in the front line, for example, working in a customer service call center, you travel 2 hours to office in the morning, and you come on time, and then you finish work at 6 o'clock, 6:30. You travel back 2 hours to work in a typical Bombay environment. You have a family waiting. You have 10 other chores to complete. 100 other variables which are playing in your mind in terms of your family and their welfare and child's education, and something your father-in-law said, mother-in-law said, whatever you needed to do, financial obligations coming up. So there is enormous amount of stress. So what you've seen is that even prior to COVID, the stress management is a very, very important item. And there are times when employees really need support. So in 2018 end, we signed up for a counseling helpline for all employees. It's available free of charge for all employees at any time, fully confidentially, anonymously actually. So the organization won't know that you went in, details won't be available. So you can call the helpline. You can speak to them online, or you can also schedule an offline counseling chat. We've seen that as soon as we started it, there were a few people who needed it and they jumped on it. First, I didn't know whether it was such a big need, but we said that, but the what can I say, concepts which were being discussed made it apparent that maybe this support is needed by the employee. So we opened that line. I was amazed at the number of people who were taking it, which just shows the amount of the latent stress which people are managing. And a few of them have come and given feedback to me that is a great helpline. The statistic I want to tell you is during wave 1, which is 2020, we had about 60 odd people, 60 odd occasions when somebody reached out for a counseling support, due to the series of situations they were facing. Just during wave 2 alone, which is from February to May, this year, we've had close to 225 to 250 people who reached out, because the stress is all around you, right? In wave 1, COVID was happening to somebody somewhere, and you were reading about it more often in the newspaper unless you were impacted. In wave 2, it was right next to you. It was in your house. It was in your building. It was right next to you with your friends, your family. We've seen that the cases we had in the first wave through 12 months of March to March versus the number of cases we got in April and May were equal. We had about 300 cases in the first 1 year out of 3,200 employees. And we had nearly equal number of people getting infected in April and May. Thankfully, most of them are recovered. So in that sense, we are in a good place. We've had a few losses. It's traumatic for everybody. But I think the combination of, I think the only thing which will give confidence to people is the culture you created, the support systems you created, the communication you are giving. The real, we have all the programs we do for employees, we do it under what we call a VCARE program. Yeah, I think the last 12 months gave us an opportunity to walk the talk on what we really mean by VCARE. Yeah, it's unstinting support. I think there is more than this, nobody can ask for. Any kind of support you needed is available, and therefore the organization really cares. Is the first and foremost understanding which the employee should have. Second, he should have an understanding that there is meaning in what he's trying to do, and what he's doing is leading to results which are important for him, and also his, how can I say, his community or his team with whom he's been working, and it is important for his family. And therefore, what we are trying to do is important for long-term sustenance of all of us. So that gives you great understanding, and therefore there are no doubts in your mind. I have not seen a single employee who hesitated to be coming to work when he was needed to come to work. So if you ask me, the single biggest win for DHL team is that there are people who have a hesitation to take vaccines, but I don't think there's a DHL employee who needed to come to work but who hesitated, because he knows that he'll be taken care of.
Yes, and I think that is one of the outcomes of being a great place to work. That when you need your people and they respond knowing that you are there to cover their back, and when they need you. One of the things that we keep seeing in the best workplaces like your organization is that it is never a this or that kind of debate. And therefore you have to face the pandemic, you have to have business continuity plans, you need to really get the business running, and in your case, probably cater to a demand which is even much larger than what it was pre-pandemic. At the same time, the focus on the heart. And as another CEO told me when I asked him the same question about, has there been a difference that you see in yourself? He said that, Prasenjit, most CEOs, including me, we have always been known for our passion. This pandemic has been a great opportunity to learn compassion. And I think we have all become far more compassionate. We are judging less, helping more. And I think that is such a good thing, and you know, in terms of our own development as leaders. And congratulations on the way you have dealt with the pandemic, keeping your people first and your customers and your business in that order. And we look forward to observing you and learning from you. As you rightly said, we are not out of it yet. So picture abhi baki hai, but hopefully we are going to get a good ending.
Picture will continue, picture will not end. It will move into a phase which is far more positive, and we will build on from there. Yeah.
Wonderful. So Subbu, thank you so much for your time.
Hello, I'm Regine Büttner, responsible for human resources at DHL Express. I'm working for the most international company in the world. 100,000 employees in 220 countries across the globe. And you can imagine, they have hundreds of nationalities, races, cultural backgrounds. And our 100,000 superstars serve millions of our customers. I'm sure you have seen this nice yellow airplane cross your skies, and you have seen our superstars who deliver the nice yellow-red shipments in front of your doorsteps. I'm really proud to speak here tonight, and I'm really proud to represent a great place to work. I always wanted DHL to be a great place to work, and I simply wanted, if someone asked our employees, what's DHL like to work for, they just say, it's a great place to work. Therefore, our partnership with the organization Great Place to Work works so well. Let me speak about a little bit how our journey started. 10 years ago, we decided that with our focus strategy, that the pillar motivated people will be the first pillar and the most important pillar, because we all believe if you get the people side right, you will have get great service, loyal customer, and a profitable network. We knew in such a huge geography, you have to connect the people, yeah? And you need to create an awareness that people understand what their impact is. For example, if someone does something good in India, it has an impact on the person who gets a shipment in America. If something goes wrong, it goes also wrong in America. With this awareness, you really create a kind of understanding about the customer centricity. How we did it? We created a culture-winning program called Certified International Specialist. Every person in this company, every manager has to go to the same trainings, that we speak the same language, and they get a passport. And this passport is for everyone the same. So we created a kind of belongings. And to support this program, we created a recognition platform. Everyone who has shown the right behavior got awarded. And with our Employee of the Year event, which is a flagship event, we invite 600 people who have shown the right behavior and go the extra miles to a really nice hotel. And we say thank you to them. Yeah, you can see our unique purpose of connecting people, improving life, became part of our lives, became part of the life of the manager and our employees. And the people understood that a shipment is not just a shipment. A shipment can contain a dream, a hope, or even sometimes life-saving. And then COVID hit us. And you know, it's a difficulties we all face, and Subbu talked about what is going on in India, and I hope it will be better very soon. Let me say a little bit about what happened globally. When COVID hit us, we delivered the shipment to our customer, because our shipments are essential to our customers. And therefore, we need to take care of our customer, but we also need to take care of our employees. Of course, people who could work from home, we moved them almost overnight with their laptops and IT stuff to their home. But we had 70,000 frontline people who, let me say, have to deliver. So what we did in a nutshell, very quickly, we put safety first. We provided masks and gloves. We implemented social distancing. We installed protection screen on our side. And even more important, we changed our processes. The courier could now deliver the shipment without any signature. We made the deliverables contactless. So we also created a smarter connection app, rolled it out in a lot of countries, so that we could communicate with our employees via mobile phone. And of course, we use also other technology to make sure we are connected with our employees, that we could organize virtual events, our town hall meetings, our performance review meetings, so that we keep connected, because this is so important. And when it continues with COVID, this year, we even emphasized our health and well-being program, Fit for Work, Fit for Life. We organized virtual DJ parties. We encourage our management team to provide exercise classes with for their employees. And yeah, we created newsletters that we were always connected and how important it is to take care of your health. Yeah, this is a very challenging time, but we also, during COVID, we encouraged our employees to do something for their community, running for a charity, because I think this short COVID that is so important to help others. And therefore, I want to mention our program DHL Got Heart, which is close to my heart, because we ask every year to nominate people who do something for the charity, and everyone who applies in their free time, and everyone who applies get an amount of money, at the moment €1,000, for their charity to help them even further. And we choose out of these applicants, we choose 4 winners per region, 6 regions we have. So, and they get even, let me say, invited to a big event, and they will get even much more money to support their charity. And to give you just an example, people have kids in hospice. People have people with cancer who cannot go to a hospital, or older people, or education in Africa. A lot of varieties and stories which are really heart-breaking. So you can see purpose became even more important than ever. But we never forget also to say thank you through bonus and also through events. And we just started this week with Appreciation Week. We encourage our manager to use this week to say thank you to our employees. Yes, we are saying thank you to our employees, and we are double-taped with pride. I'm so proud to work for this company, and therefore a double-tape with pride. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Mr. Subramanian and Ms. Regine Butner, for your enriching messages. It's truly wonderful to see the role leaders at DHL play in inspiring the frontline workers and ensuring their safety. And thank you, Prasenjit. Please note that you can view the full interaction with Mr. Subramanian on the awards page on our website, www.greatplacetowork.in. It's now time for our next trivia question. The same rules apply. The third question is, which industry constituted the highest participation in the 2021 Best Company Study? Option A, manufacturing and production. Option B, information technology. Option C, retail. And option D, BFSI. Your 30 seconds have started. Another 20 seconds to go. Most of you should be able to get this answer right. Another 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much for your participation. The highest participation in the 2021 Best Company Study was witnessed from the IT industry. Please do share your feedback with us for this evening. You'll be able to see the feedback tab when you minimize this screen. And now we will move on to our next set of awards, rank 50 onwards.
At rank 50 is Yash Technologies Private Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. Yash, in line with its belief of inclusion even during a crisis, is providing financial support to protect their female associates who lost their spouse due to COVID. Our next winner at rank 49 is Reliance Nippon Life Insurance Company Limited. Congratulations to the team. To support employees, Reliance Nippon established a COVID-19 task force to collate employee health data, muster available healthcare resources, and provide expedited doctor consultation. Up next, at rank 48, we have Aspire Systems India Private Limited. Please join me in congratulating their team. One key initiative from Aspire during the pandemic has been to reimburse the cost of both doses of the vaccine for all its employees, their spouses, children, and parents. The next award at rank 47 goes to the Federal Bank Limited. Congratulations to the team. The Federal Bank's Hum Hai Na initiative encompassed a slew of monetary and non-monetary support schemes and programs for their employees facing personal and professional challenges during the pandemic. Our next winner at rank 46 is ADP Private Limited. Congratulations to the team. ADP launched ADP It's OK campaign to tell its employees that it's okay to focus on personal well-being through employee assistance programs and multiple expert-driven sessions on emotional wellness. Our next winner at rank 45 is Sayaji Hotels Limited. Congratulations! Sayaji's management took an altruistic decision to let go of 75% of their salary, which accumulated to more than 44 lakh rupees, and ensured that the team members get 100% of their salary. Up next, at rank 44, we have Sony Pictures Networks India Private Limited. Congratulations to the team. Sony's initiative is Act Care Engage, includes benefits such as mandatory leaves, COVID-19 insurance of 3 lakh rupees over the regular Mediclaim, workstations to aid work from home, and in-house counselors. At rank 43 is HP. Congratulations! HP has identified key situations or circumstances during this pandemic and customized the HP Employee Relief Fund for the immediate need of their employees in India. The next award at rank 42 goes to Godrej Consumer Products Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. Godrej's leaders conducted regular connects and virtual town halls with teams to understand what more they could do to ensure their well-being and aid productivity during these times. Our next winner at rank 41 is Citrix Systems Inc. Congratulations! Citrix formed a pandemic response team with business and functional leaders to formulate local-level response, communication with employees and stakeholders on work from home, business continuity, and health and safety protocols. Our next winner at rank 40 is Mahindra Holidays and Resorts India Limited. Congratulations to the team. In the spirit of people first, at MHRIL, a remote medical assistance service is being provided for COVID-positive employees in terms of continuous monitoring of their health. The next award at rank 39 goes to DHL Supply Chain India Private Limited. Congratulations to the team. DHL SC's initiative, Shine, social health initiatives and engagements included 24/7 doctors panel helplines, free RT-PCR testing at home, 14 days home quarantine facility from hospitals, amongst others. At rank 38 is NTPC Limited. Congratulations! NTPC ensured communication through all channels, monitoring by top management, setting up of COVID wards with teleconsultation, and unique Kavach scheme for treatment at home for their employees. Our next winner at rank 37 is Tata Power Delhi Distribution Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. For their employees' mental, social, and intellectual wellness, Tata Power arranged special programs like My Lockdown Story, Muskurati Zindagi, a web series, COVID Warrior Awards, and Happitude campaign. Up next, at rank 36, we have Altimetric India Private Limited. Congratulations to the entire team. During the pandemic, to understand the employee experience, Altimetric rolled out an employee pulse survey to capture feedback on parameters such as employee wellness and safety, work-life balance, manager connect, and work from home feedback. Our next winner at rank 35 is Ashirvad by Ali Access. Congratulations to the team. Ashirvad Care Team, ACT. A small team of Ashirvad employees power Ashirvad's integrated wellness approach to tackling the COVID crisis through their compassion in action and service beyond duty. Our next winner at rank 34 is Lifestyle International Private Limited. Congratulations! Lifestyle has set up COVID-19 response system to monitor employees' health and wellness, where more than 1,500 volunteers make regular calls to more than 17,000 employees to check on their well-being. At rank 33 is SEAT Limited. Congratulations to the team. SEAT launched the CFITO hotline, a dedicated hotline for employees to connect with the Chief Fitness Officer on COVID care, where the scope of consultation covered preventive and recuperative care. The next award at rank 32 goes to Atria Convergence Technologies Limited. Congratulations to the team. ACT set up a central committee through voluntary participation of employees who focused on ensuring support like hospital beds, medicines, and emergency support to employees and to their family members. Our next winner at rank 31 is SIS Limited. Congratulations! SIS's Human Heroes Vaccination Drive was launched effective 1st May 2021 with the objective to vaccinate 2.3 lakh employees. As of 30th May, they have achieved 50% of this milestone. Our next winner at rank 30 is Bharat Financial Inclusion Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. In line with their belief of an employee's right to safe work environment, every branch at BFIL is provided with hygiene allowance to procure COVID essentials for staff and periodic hygiene sanitation of offices. The next award at rank 29 goes to Annapurna Finance Private Limited. Congratulations! Annapurna launched Sathi Suraksha Yojana, an initiative to manage the COVID-19 crisis. This included free-of-cost doctor-on-call facility and COVID relief package of 10,000 rupees to COVID-affected employees. Our next winner at rank 28 is Godfrey Phillips India Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. GPI's People First philosophy ensured that no stone was left unturned to make employees feel secure, from daily monitoring and calls, vaccination, empanelment of doctors to medical assistance. At rank 27, we have ISS Facility Services India Private Limited. Congratulations! ISS's belief in Stronger Together ensured support to their frontline workers by giving them refurbished laptops so that their children can continue online education. Our next winner at rank 26 is Blue Dart Express Limited. Congratulations to the team. Blue Dart uploaded the COVID precautions on their internal LMS for employees and discussed them as a daily routine in the performance dialogue sessions.
Congratulations to all our winners. We're truly inspired by the work that you do. It's now time for our next trivia question. A quick recap of the rules. The first 3 right answers for every question will win exciting prizes from Great Place to Work. You will have 30 seconds to answer the question. The answers will come only to me, so no one else will be able to see your answer. Are you ready? The 4th question is, which Great Place to Work tool helps you interpret employee voice and take action? Option A, the assessment dashboard. B, trust impact. C, the action planning tool. And D, the trust dashboard. Your 30 seconds have already started. This one's very easy. You should definitely know the answer to this one. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you. The correct answer is trust impact. I'm sure most of you would have gotten this one right. We will now move on to our top 25 best companies to work for 2021.
At rank 50 is Yash Technologies Private Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. Yash, in line with its belief of inclusion even during a crisis, is providing financial support to protect their female associates who lost their spouse due to COVID. Our next winner at rank 49 is Reliance Nippon Life Insurance Company Limited. Congratulations. Up next, at rank 25, we have Tesco Bengaluru. Congratulations to the team. Tesco initiated a daily pulse survey to gauge the mental well-being and productivity levels of colleagues while working from home. This survey asks only 2 questions: how you are feeling today and how your day was yesterday. The next award at rank 24 goes to PGP Glass Private Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. PGP Glass Private Limited created COVID-19 Safety Pledge and prepared mandatory animated e-learning modules on the COVID-19 SOP in English and Hindi, followed by assessment to ensure employee safety.
All the workers and staff undergo medical checkup daily, where temperature, symptoms of COVID-19 like cough and cold are checked. If there is any doubt, then the patient is referred to our company doctor and further medicine/advice is given to him. On our production floors, we have earmarked positions for the employees, and these people stand on those positions, and very strictly we are adhering to the social distancing norms. In our canteen, we have earmarked positions where person can have meals, and there also we are having social distancing norms. Incoming material trucks are also sanitized and checked, and then only allowed to come inside the plant. Drivers also mandatorily undergo this medical checkup, and similar advice is given if they are having any symptoms of cough or cold. Awareness of all these measures of COVID-19 is given to our employees through electronic media and through posters.
Post a hand wash, every employee undergoes the medical screening with social distancing, where the OHC team is checking and recording the parameters like body temperature through infrared thermal gun and physical lung function test by asking to hold the breath. The production operations and shop floor meetings are carried out with proper social distancing. In present COVID-19 situation, various meetings are conducted through video conference with proper social distancing. All employees entering the canteen are sanitizing their hand and they standing in queue. With social distancing, they are served food in hygienic conditions and ensures they are dining with social distancing. The COVID-19 awareness through digital display is done at canteen. We are committed to take every care, and this care will continue.
Our next winner at rank 23 is Metro Cash and Carry India Private Limited. Please join me in giving them a huge round of applause. In these tough times, Metro Cash and Carry exercise the Employee Benevolent Trust for Sponsorship, which offers grants to cover basic living expenses to the family of a deceased employee. The next award at rank 22 goes to Pitney Bowes India Private Limited. Congratulations to the team. Pitney Bowes COVID Emergency Task Force set up a 24/7 helpline for employees to access employee benefits, doctors on call, EAP service, and life-saving equipment during emergencies.
A truly strong culture for mutual support, respect, promotes trust, rewards employees.
The dedication to diversity in terms of be it gender, ethnicity, various cultures, I would say everybody gets an equal opportunity of growth in Pitney Bowes.
As a philosophy at Pitney Bowes to do the right thing the right way, we continuously improving on things we do.
Individual development plans, sprint, early in career, tech ladder. So all these programs enable an employee to fast track his career growth.
And every tiny victory is celebrated.
We are very proud of Mama that she works as part of Pitney Bowes.
Thank you to Pitney Bowes for providing her with this environment to excel at her work and excel at home at the same time. The unique initiatives run by Pitney Bowes makes us feel like an extended family.
I'm immensely touched by the way Pitney Bowes has tried to keep its employees and its families engaged during the pandemic by organizing a host of events for the families. Now this reward was received by my daughter Vaishnavi for her performance in centennial celebration of Pitney Bowes.
As I note for Pitney Bowes that their employees' health and safety are more important than work.
Ever since Nitya joined PB, she's been very happy and we've only seen the experience getting richer every year in the last 5 years.
I visited my mummy's office and it's very nice. Thank you PB for taking good care of my mummy.
The next winner at rank 21 is Happiest Minds Technologies Private Limited. Congratulations! Happiest Minds has a COVID FIR special team working towards COVID impacts at business unit level. They continuously connect with COVID affected employees and family members to extend desired support. Please put your hands together for our next awardee. At rank 20, we have Ericsson India Global Services. Congratulations! Their care program for their employees included science-backed mindfulness initiatives through Headspace. They extended COVID medical insurance, enhanced salary advance, and provided facilities for isolation.
Recently joined Ericsson during these tough pandemic times. Right from the virtual onboarding process to the training, everything has been very smooth so far.
Here at Ericsson, I'm surrounded by highly skilled and competent people. We have a great team spirit. And even during pandemic, we know how to collaborate and really come together and work as a team.
What makes Ericsson different is the culture that is being fostered here. I couldn't have been more proud of being with an organization and a family called Ericsson.
Up next, at rank 19, we have Atlassian India LLP. Congratulations to the team. To support their employees, Atlassian India introduced modern health platform, resilience workshops to manage stress and anxiety, special leave for COVID care, and subscriptions to a meditation app.
Atlassian Bangalore is home to Marketplace and parts of Commerce, Jira platform, and other R&D teams. In commerce, our focus is to enable our customers to try and buy all our products. And we want to make it as frictionless as possible. The Marketplace is a platform that allows users to discover apps. Apps extend and enhance our products, but they also integrate with a larger SaaS ecosystem. What this means is our users can get a whole bunch more done. As we expand, as we look into the future, we want to focus on unleashing potential for all teams. Whether you're a 5-member startup or an enterprise with thousands of users.
The great thing about our mission is it's about people. It's not about technology and it's not about the business model, but it's about people and the amazing things they do when they work together. And that mission about people, that's not going to change. It wasn't an individual who sent a man to the moon, and it wasn't an individual that eradicated poverty for 4.5 million children in India. It's always been a team, and teams will always achieve more than an individual.
Please put your hands together for our next winner at rank 18. Max Life Insurance Company Limited. Congratulations! In their quest to combat the pandemic, Max Life Insurance set up a help desk team which provided real-time verified leads on hospital beds, oxygen and medicines. They have managed to save 43 lives till date. Our next award at rank 17 goes to Marks & Spencer Reliance India Private Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. Marks & Spencer launched benefits under the umbrella of My Choices, which incorporated a strong employee assistance program with an emphasis on professional counseling, video medicine facilities, and doctor on-call facilities. Our next winner at rank 16 is Cadence Design Systems India Private Limited. Congratulations to the team. When the severe second wave of COVID hit India, employees and leaders at Cadence came together to support their colleagues in any way that they could, all the while exhibiting their hallmark one team spirit.
At Cadence, the well-being of our employees, customers, vendors, and partners is paramount.
We were given special allowances to set up our home offices. With a comfortable work from home environment, our productivity and wellness boosted.
Cadence always finds ways to entertain us by hosting various online fun activities.
We have additional days off almost every month for all the employees globally. They have been a boon.
Cadence has ensured that we all remain connected and informed through interactive sessions with leaders and virtual all-hands where they understood and addressed our concerns.
Working from home never stopped us from innovating technology solutions to support community initiatives.
Maintaining high-quality support and coordination with customers was a challenge. Management team had daily huddles for coordination and prioritization. The IT and facilities team ensured all our infrastructure and technical needs were addressed at a lightning speed.
For us, it's always been about our employees. And it's so heartwarming to see how in the past 1 year, the whole team came together to support each other and to work together to deliver on our business commitments in a true one cadence, one team spirit.
Next, at rank 15, we have Bria Consumer Products Private Limited, formerly known as SC Johnson Products Private Limited. Please join me in congratulating the team. As part of their Cutting Chai virtual sessions, Bria Consumer Products called the clinical psychologist at Department of Mental Health and Behavioral Sciences to have an interactive session with employees on understanding stress and its impact. At rank 14 is Ericsson India Private Limited. Congratulations to the team. Ericsson India launched a wellness program last year to provide one-to-one support to employees through Leadership Connects, open communication forums, and furniture and IT support for working from home.
I feel proud and motivated working with Ericsson. In this pandemic situation, we have showed empathy,
continued support for each other, customers, and our partners, making Ericsson a great place to work.
I feel Ericsson is the true pioneer in innovation, and this has been proved especially during this pandemic time by taking proactive measures and by going the extra mile to introduce various initiatives to support us.
I've been with Ericsson for almost 6 years now, and the only reason I stayed this long is because of the recognition and career advancement I received along the way, and the unlimited opportunities to grow to your potential. After all, it really helps you find your great.
Happy to be part of Ericsson family.
I can proudly say that Ericsson is a great place to work without any second thought.
I feel proud to be part of an organization who is helping the world remain connected.
I feel so proud to work here.
I really feel happy and proud to be a part of Ericsson family.
Love you, Ericsson.
The next award at rank 13 goes to Elara Technologies Private Limited, Housing, Prop Tiger and Makan. Congratulations to the team. Elara supported their employees by taking steps like covering vaccination costs and arranging vaccination drives, extending life insurance and home quarantine insurance coverage, and providing immunity kits.
I love the way Elara has focused on the learning and development in these times also. Elara Academy is our LMS, which was a welcome addition which has made learning so much fun.
Elara has kept its focus high in ensuring it recognizes its people for keeping the flag high. There were several contests launched for sales, which has helped improve our performance.
When we started remote working, I was actually pretty nervous, but Elara made sure the transition was really smooth. Be the dedicated support from IT or our managers checking upon our well-being, to all the innovative contests and activities organized by HR.
Gestures such as covering the cost of vaccinations for employees and their dependents, organizing vaccination camps and oxygen concentrators in offices, sending immunity kits to all the employees, even giving advanced salaries to employees just to ensure that they have extra liquidity at hand, shows that for Elara we were just not numbers, but in fact part of the family.
The next winner at rank 12. Please put your hands together for Mahindra Rural Housing Finance Limited. Congratulations to their team. To boost employee spirits in these tough times, Mahindra Rural launched an initiative called Bahubalis, which revamped the existing reward and recognition framework and created a highly aspirational and visible R&R campaign.
Today is a perfect day to break the bonds of gravity. Break the bonds of gravity. Unzip your mind and set it free. Be everything you want to be. Everything you want to be. Today is just a perfect day to rise, 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 rise.
Our next winner at rank 11 is Ujjivan Small Finance Bank Limited. Congratulations to the team. In the effort to keep personal connections with employees, the leadership team, including MD and CEO of Ujjivan, connected on one-on-one calls with the COVID-affected employees and their families to offer moral support. Wow, what an exciting evening. Congratulations to all the winners and their teams. In our next segment, we would like to announce the laureates. Our prestigious laureates are organizations that have been featured in the 100 Best list for the 10th year in a row. Last year, we had 4 organizations who joined the elite list of laureates. This year, 2 more organizations have joined the Wall of Fame. Announcing the names in alphabetical order, please join me in congratulating these inspiring organizations. Our first laureate is Forbes Marshall Private Limited. Please give it up for our next laureate, Mahindra & Mahindra Automotive and Farm Equipment Sectors. A heartfelt congratulations to our 2021 laureates. Do you know what time it is? You guessed it right. It's now time for our next and last trivia question for the evening. The same rules apply. The 5th question is, which among the following is not an inaugural list among the Great Place to Work exclusive studies launched last year? Option A, India's best leaders in times of crisis. Option B, India's best workplaces in health and wellness. Option C, India's best companies in crisis management. And option D, India's best employers among nation builders. Your 30 seconds have started. And what an interesting year it's been. You have another 20 seconds to go. Another 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much for your participation across all our trivia questions. Last year, we launched all studies except India's best companies in crisis management. Thank you once again for your enthusiastic participation. We'll announce the winners shortly. A little while ago, we looked at what went well last year. Now let us look at the 3 salient learnings from our study this year. Investing in people practices. More than 80% of the respondents to our recent social media poll believe that organizations will need to invest in significant culture change to remain effective in the new normal of hybrid workplaces. Collaboration, career growth, care, and fairness will continue to be critical differentiators, and organizations will need to redesign their people practices in these areas to remain effective. Employee well-being beyond the crisis. Wellness extends far beyond the physical. Great employers know the value of holistic employee well-being programs that include factors like mental health, financial wellness, and psychological safety. The pandemic forced organizations to take quick corrective actions to redesign benefit programs and emphasized on employee well-being. In the time to come, this will need to become a key part of employer branding efforts. Leadership intent for inclusive workplaces. Most people leaders struggled to adjust to the new work from home environment. A major focus for the future will be to support leaders to become more intentional about being inclusive in their practices. Embracing diversity goes a long way in creating a sense of caring and fair treatment. People practices may not mean much unless organizations are able to align leadership behavior with such practices. In the hybrid workplaces of the future, leadership style will play a crucial role in creating positive experience about fairness, care, career, and collaboration. Before we announce the top 10 best workplaces for 2021, for the first time ever, we would like to felicitate our most prestigious category of winners, India's best employers among nation builders. In our 74th year of independence, these are unprecedented times for us as a nation, when we're being truly tested, socially and economically. In these times of crisis, one of the economic lifelines of our nation is its corporate citizenry, serving it by way of their significant contribution to rebuilding of the nation's economy. Great Place to Work decided to institute a momentous award to recognize some of the marquee organizations that are not only nation builders, but are also engaged in creating a high-trust, high-performance culture in their organizations. For the first time in the history of these awards, please put your hands together as we announce India's best employers among nation builders. This recognition is being announced in alphabetical order. Our first winner is Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone Limited, which connects India's supply lines with the international community. Up next is Bharti Foundation, transforming India one village at a time through the power of education. Up next, we have HCL Technologies Limited, the information technology powerhouse of India, giving back to society through conscious business propelled by innovation and ideapreneurship. Our next winner is Indian Oil Corporation Limited, the energy of India. Up next, we have Infosys Limited, India's original nursery for talent, shaping the image of India's capability to the global community. Our next winner is ISS Facility Services India Private Limited, enabling people to achieve their purpose, championing employment generation. Up next, we have Kotak Mahindra Bank, powering India's financial infrastructure through credibility and trust. Our next winner is Magic Bus India Foundation, facilitating journeys of economically disadvantaged young Indians from childhood to livelihood. Up next, we have NTPC Limited, energizing India's growth, brightening the lives of millions of Indians. next winner is NTPC Sail Power Company Limited, enhancing the power of India in letter and spirit. Next we have Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, securing India's energy availability. Our next winner is Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. Mission of One Nation, One Grid, the nerve system of India's power transmission. Up next, we have Reliance Industries Limited, creating value for society, employees, and shareholders. Up next, we have SIS Limited, generating employment for young Indians from all walks of life. Overnight transformed into a Corona warrior, rising to the challenge. Next, we have Tata Steel India Limited, the original nation builder, pioneering Indian industry. Congratulations to all our winners. We commend the impact you make on society and your commitment towards making India a great place to work for all. Thank you. The time has come to honor the top 10 of the year, followed by the unveiling of the Great Place to Work research report, the Economic Times magazine featuring the 100 best, the RSM research report, and the Wall of Fame. As we honor the top 10 best workplaces, we also have a short message from the CEO of these organizations. Let's now move into the final set of awards, the top 10. Please join me in congratulating our awardee at rank 10. We have Barbecue Nation Hospitality Limited. Congratulations to their team. To keep employee spirit high, Barbecue Nation launched an initiative called Kar Har Maidan Fateh, where employees who recovered from COVID detailed what they did to keep themselves motivated during this period.
Hello everyone. We are very excited to be certified as Great Place to Work. Over the last many years, Barbecue Nation has been built on two basic foundations, which is our focus on our guests and our employees. We believe that if you take care of your guests and your employees, your business will naturally happen. Over the last many years, we have also fostered a culture of trust and respect among our team members and also invested a lot on their learnings and development. We believe that if you grow your employees, your business will naturally grow. This year has been pretty special for us because of COVID-19. Our business was significantly impacted and we had to take certain decisions which doesn't sound very employee friendly. However, we were amazingly surprised to see the support that we received from our own employees and how they came forward to help us sail through this crisis and emerge even stronger post this. I think what helped was the trust and belief which the organization had and the teams had among themselves and also on the brand and the company. I want to thank each and every member of our Barbecue Nation family for their support in building Barbecue Nation and also making it a great place to work. Thank you.
The next goes to Cisco Systems India Private Limited. Please join me in giving them a huge round of applause. Rising to the challenges brought on by the pandemic, volunteers from Cisco came together to assist their colleagues and families with support on hospital beds, oxygen, plasma, medicines, ambulances, and other necessities.
Hi, my name is Anupam, and I have the privilege of leading people and communities for Cisco. Over the last few years, Cisco has been fortunate to be listed as a great place to work in India. And more specifically, over the last 2 years, Cisco has been named as the #1 great places to work globally. So what makes Cisco a great place to work, you may ask? Honestly, it boils down to 2 things: our people and our culture. Our conscious culture guides all of us Cisconians to care deeply, communicate honestly, and to truly believe in transforming our communities. We take care of our employees and teams, our customers and partners, and the larger community as well. We embrace innovation every day, and every day we work towards leading the way in building a more inclusive future for all. The past 18 months has seen all of us navigate work and life through a pandemic, and it hasn't been easy. However, during this time, our culture at Cisco has guided us and helped lead the way through empathy, understanding, and compassion. We are constantly exploring new ways to help support our employees and their families, be it medically, emotionally, or financially. Our people come first, now, and always. During this time, we have also been focused on helping the larger community through this pandemic, be it through donations, volunteering, or even with help with respect to basic medical and health equipment. Our collaboration with Great Places to Work over the years has helped keep us honest and holds a mirror to everything that we have been doing at Cisco, be it with respect to our culture or employee engagement. Thank you so much for the association and partnership.
At rank 8 is Adobe Inc. Congratulations to the team. To support their employees in these tough times, Adobe organized free telemedicine service across 35 specialities for employees and registered dependents, along with a dedicated COVID helpline.
Hello everyone, it's great to be back once again on the Great Places to Work list for India. It is a proud moment and testament to commitment from everybody at Adobe who worked tirelessly towards creating a workplace that all of us love to come back to every day. At Adobe, we believe that people are our most important asset. Our employees are core to building exceptional experiences and have the power to inspire, transform, and move the world forward. Adobe was founded on the core values of being genuine, exceptional, involved, and innovative. These are key ingredients that help us not only be a leader in the market, but also create a work environment that helps thrive creativity, innovation, and with that, growth and development of our employees. We firmly believe that to be successful, our workplace needs to be inclusive and diverse. That is reflective of the world that we live in and helps us build connection with the broad range of customers who use our products. We believe the sense of purpose is at the core of being a great workplace. Our purpose to change the world through digital experiences has never been more relevant. With that purpose, along with bold ambition, world-class execution has enabled continuous growth over the last 4 decades and have employees develop a deep sense of pride in what they do. Lastly, thank you Great Places to Work Institute for being partner in this journey. The insights you have provided every year have been very helpful in understanding employees and carve the path forward. We are very excited to continue building a legacy of being a great place to work. Thank you. On behalf of Adobe India, everyone, please stay safe.
rank 7 is Salesforce. Congratulations! Salesforce organized a COVID-19 care response solution to provide free access to technology for emergency response teams, care management teams, and health systems responding to the pandemic. It had more than 60,000 sign-ups.
My name is Arundhati Bhattacharya, and I am proud to lead one of the most innovative companies in India today, Salesforce India. If I have to summarize our culture in one word, I would say it would be passion. Passion for customer success, passion to live our values, and passion to support and change society for the better. In this all-digital era, our new workplace imperative is success from anywhere, which offers our employees new ways of working, collaborating, and advancing. And it truly is what makes Salesforce's culture unique. Throughout the pandemic, we have been deeply committed to providing support to our employees, customers, partners, and communities. We will continue to look forward to find ways to support each other and build the future of work together. Thank you.
Please join me in congratulating our next awardee. At rank 6, we have Harrison's Malayalam Limited. Congratulations! To protect their employees and insulate them from financial burden in case of an outbreak, Harrison's management has decided to cover all employees with an insurance policy with a coverage of 50,000 rupees for a period of 9.5 months.
Crises bring people together. The togetherness is felt more when there's a good climate and a culture in the organization. This is what we felt in Harrison's during this pandemic period. We, the people of Harrison's, were together day in and day out in holding our hands, in taking care and protecting each other. We were together in taking care of the society and the environment. We were together in helping each other in turning around the organization. No one individual was retrenched during this time. Instead, people have moved from one department to the other in turning around the organization. And in the end, we recorded one of the highest ever profit in 2021. I strongly feel the journey with Great Place to Work in the last 7 years has helped us to face the storm and reach the shore safely, and also has the satisfaction of being useful to society. Thank you.
At rank 5 is Synchrony International Services Private Limited. Congratulations to their team. Synchrony introduced expanded coverage policy that provides an additional coverage of 100% of COVID-19 medical costs up to 4 lakh rupees for their employees and their dependents above the regular medical insurance.
Hello everybody. I hope everybody is staying safe. I just want to say a big thank you to all the employees in Synchrony for making sure that we are part of the Great Places to Work survey for 2021. A phenomenal achievement, and I hope everybody is proud. These are turbulent times. There's been a lot of mental agony. There's been a lot of things that people have gone through, both mentally and physically, over the last 1.5 years. But I have no doubt in my mind that we will come out bigger and stronger. I can't be more thankful to the employees in this company for the way they stood up for everything that we've done as we've gone through from the first wave to the second wave. The second wave being absolutely more terrible and horrifying than the first. The support that the company has given to our employees, I'm hoping is something that our employees will cherish and make sure that we continue to be a bigger and a better family as we get into the future. But it's still not over. We got to go through the vaccination process, and I hope we do it for ourselves, we do it for our families, we do it for this company, we do it for this country and this world at large. So I'll ask all of us to, sleep up. That is one of our campaigns, and I just can't be more thankful, and I'm extremely proud of being a part of Synchrony, and I hope each one of you will as well. So thank you again for being part of this journey, and again, Synchrony stronger, bigger, and a better company for the future. Thank you.
At rank 4 is iFinance Private Limited. Congratulations! I has bolstered its efforts to help employees fight COVID-19 with an active task force tracking COVID-19 news and resources. iFinance also pledges to vaccinate its entire workforce free of cost.
Namaste. iFinance provides finance to micro-scale enterprises. These are the unorganized businesses that have been excluded from formal funding from banks. Our team is united behind the thought that giving back to the community is important, and by serving these underprivileged business owners, we are doing exactly that. I am Sanjay Sharma, and I am honored to lead iFinance in this mission. On the one hand, we feel humbled that we have been recognized and ranked among the great places to work. And I thank the Great Place to Work team for encouraging us, for enabling us to learn and improve on the metrics that they use. On the other hand, I feel tremendous pride in each and every one who has worked in iFinance and shown remarkable resilience, collaboration, and trust in their leaders. This is what has made this happen. Congratulations to all the other winners, and thank you to everyone who has been a part of our journey.
At rank 3, please put your hands together for Intuit India. Congratulations to the team at Intuit. Intuit introduced additional employee benefits such as supplemental sick time in addition to privileged sick and casual leave, family support time, and recharge days, which were company-wide off days through select days in the year for all employees to take a break.
Hi everyone, we are truly honored and excited to be recognized as a great place to work. Intuit is a global tech platform that helps our customers and communities to overcome their most important financial challenges. Our secret sauce of Intuit India, we empower our employees to be our cultural amplifier and brand champions. As we continue to create an environment where the world's best top talent does the best work of their life. I'm very inspired by the way all our employees have embraced all the challenges that we have faced in the last 1 year and counting, flexing with each other and their families to make things work, while continuing to deliver the best outcome for our customers. Our Great Place to Work journey has really helped us earn a very distinct reputation in the marketplace, in the customers' home and businesses, and perhaps most of all, in the heart and mind of our employees. Thank you so much.
At rank 2, we have Mahindra and Mahindra automotive and farm equipment sectors. Congratulations to the team. Their people-first approach includes COVID care through medically assisted quarantine support, home collection of test samples, and ensuring employees' mental well-being through their employee assistant program, I'm Happy.
For us at the automotive and farm sectors in Mahindra, Great Place to Work is not just a survey, but is in fact a guideline how to create a great place to work. We are hence delighted to be amongst the top list of companies. We believe that trust of our associates is important. Trust comes out of putting our people and communities first. This is what rises above. the last year has indeed been a true test. We have taken several actions for our communities and ensured the best of safety and medical care of our associates. We've also learned that performance comes out of a compelling vision for the future, along with specific actions to manage short-term. Our walk, run, fly framework has enabled us to deliver short-term margins and cash flows, whilst at the same time preparing for future growth trajectory. Thank you, GPW, for showing us the path.
We have DHL Express India Private Limited. Please put your hands together and give them a huge round of applause. To support COVID-positive employees and their families, DHL Express India provided home isolation kits delivered at their employees' homes and arranged for virtual consultation by a dedicated physician and nurse to monitor the health and well-being of their employees through the quarantine period.
Hello everyone. We're really delighted to be recognized by Great Places to Work among India's best companies to work for the 8th time in a row. This year the recognition is even more heartening because it comes in the middle of a global pandemic. I am very proud of the way we have adapted to every challenge which has been thrown at us in the past 15 months. Our frontline warriors, which is our couriers, our operations agents, are at work every single day. Now, our functional teams have adapted very well to working from home and being efficient, and all of them have really stepped up to the challenge. They continue to play a very critical role in ensuring that our customers' supply chains are not disrupted, while delivering life-saving goods all the time throughout the pandemic. The pandemic has really brought to life our corporate purpose of connecting people and improving lives. My deepest gratitude to all of them for the commitment and support they've shown in critical times. I'm also proud of the leadership, commitment and care which our supervisors and managers have shown to ensure that every single one of our employees enjoy a best day every day. A big thank you and congratulations is due to all the superstars of DHL Express. We look forward to continuing our journey to stay a great places to work for all. Our mission is to have a high trust, high performance culture at DHL Express. The Great Places to Work model aligns wonderfully to that mission. They help us in benchmarking continuously with best-in-class companies and also therefore help us raise the bar all the time. The GPTW framework, of course, is a gold standard for employee value proposition as well. Special thanks to GPTW for the recognition once again this year.
Congratulations to all our 100 winners. We admire your commitment towards building high-trust, high-performance organizations. Congratulations once again. I would now like to announce our trivia winners. For the first trivia question, in first place, we have Vasundhara Katyal from Reliance Industries. In second place, we have Kurat A.H. from Citrix. And in third place, we have Aditya Rao from Siemens Healthineers. Congratulations. Now for our second trivia question. In first place, we have Pallavi Nanda from Flipkart. In second place, we have Dinesh Ajmera from Atlassian. In third place, we have Priya Jain from Citrix. Coming to our third trivia question. In first place, we have Prashant Khullar from Max Life Insurance. In second place, we have Lakshmi Satyavarpu from Morningstar. And in third place, we have Chandra Kumar from Vartana. Congratulations. Now coming to our fourth trivia question. In first place, we have Deepthi Gupta from Magic Bus India. In second place, we have Ranju Raja from JLL. And in third place, we have Sumit Mitra from Tesco. Finally, for the fifth trivia question. In first place, we have Mansha Kichlu from ISS World. In second place, we have Nidhi Marwa from G4S Facility Services. And in third place, we have Mirza Beg from Bharti Foundation. Congratulations to our trivia winners too, and thank you everybody for your participation. Our study clearly highlights that among the most important takeaways from the year gone by is that great employers know the value of holistic employee well-being programs. It is only fitting then that winners in the first and second place of our trivia have been gifted a 2-month subscription to Great Place to Work's continuous listening solution focused on the critical area of employee well-being. This solution can help you understand your employees' viewpoint on their health and well-being in real time and across 3 core indices of fitness, resilience, and social. Our team will reach out to our trivia winners with details of this prize. For our winners in third place, you've won a seat for yourself and an inclusion champion from your organization to the Great Place Diversity and Inclusion Summit to be held in October 2021. This summit is one of the largest D&I platforms in the country where industry leaders share their learnings and success stories about building a great place to work for all. Please do take a moment before you log off to share your feedback with us for this evening. You will be able to see the feedback tab when you minimize this screen. But as I sign off for this evening, I would now like to invite Ms. Basuri Datta, Vice President at Great Place to Work, to unveil the research reports and the Wall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. In the world of employee experience and great workplaces, you are our true heroes, the leaders of the moment. And it has been a truly privileged occasion for us to host this event to celebrate the accomplishments of each one of you. As we've now come to the end of the ceremony full of learning insights and inspiring stories, I, on behalf of the Economic Times and Great Place to Work Institute, would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has made this study and awards event possible. A big thanks to you all for joining us today from different parts of the world to celebrate the achievement of the winning organizations. Congratulations to the winners and hope we made your evening memorable. To the 1,000+ organizations that applied for the study this year, to the speakers for taking time out and sharing so much of their experiences with us, leaving us with a whole lot of ideas to apply at work and in our individual lives. To our media partner, the Economic Times, in this pioneering research for making this event what it is. This is our 14th year of partnership. To our platform partners, Dreamcast, and our production partner, Showbiz, who ensured that we had a seamless, great experience. To the people, tech, and the diversity and inclusion practices at Great Place to Work, for the gracious prizes for the trivia winners. Last but not the least, to our teams at Great Place to Work and the Economic Times. A big thanks to the composite team for putting this together. I call this team the champions of workplace culture recognition in India. I hope each one of you enjoyed the evening. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience and making this event a success. Do remember to fill in your feedback form before you sign off. A huge round of applause for the best companies to work for 2021. Thank you for joining us today. Take care, stay safe, and we will end the evening with the unveiling of the Economic Times Special Supplement, the report of the Great Place to Work study, and the Hall of Fame. So here we go.